What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mega here again with an updated Red Zoro Rush deck. The Animal King is back, and man, is it spicier than ever. Over the weekend, it looks like we had some tops with the Red Zoro, and it's been something I've been on for a good while now, and I'm excited to see it get the respect that it deserves. And let's hop right into it. Most of the same Zoro package that you will see before. Nothing really too different outside the fact we're running 2 copies of Nico Robins, running the 4 dragons, and then Robson with the 2 Dawn. With 2 Dawn plus 2 Dawn, you were able to gain Rush on play, which is really powerful and strong. And then beefing up some of my Gum Gum Jet Pistols and Diablo Jambe for those nice sneaky unblockable attacks when people like to wall up last minute, thinking that they're safe, and it really just doesn't work out for them. This deck is high tempo, high energy, and just rush, which is one of my favorite styles in the game. And then obviously adding in some Brooks to be able to move 2 Rested 9 onto another character. So some really cool stuff to kind of go over to play the text. We're gonna hop into some games here in a second, and let's get over to the let's get into some matches right now. So thank you, and let's get this rocking. Alright guys, we're back again, and here's our first matchup, looking at a purple Luffy. So we're gonna go we'll go first here. I believe that's the correct thing, I'm not 100% sure. So really seeing everything want to outside of Searcher. So we're gonna go ahead and keep this and go ahead and pass turn. And Luffy obviously is a leader ability, forces him to take a life when he wants to ramp. So a couple things we got to worry about: the Poly, Magellans, couple things. So a couple different things we could do here. We know that on the 4 Dawn, they're going to be able to get, I think 4 or 5 Dawn, they got Poly, which else to pop a unit on field. I think in the best place here is just go ahead and shoot swing 5, see what they do. And he's going to give us a 2K counter, which is pretty crazy here. So first things first, go ahead and run the chopper and play out the hiking bear, and then we're going to pass turn. Like I said, on 4 Dawn, there's only a few things that they're able to do. So he ramps to 5, so sure we're going to see the Poly here. I believe we'll see the Poly here. I'm not 100% sure what his hand's going to be, obviously, but he's going to swing 5 into the hiking bear, and we'll let him take that. And then he's going to play the Kid Killer, so he's going to be able to ramp every turn, which is it's fine with us. And right now, at the point, we're just going to go ahead and let's let me see what we got. We've got 2 searches in Makino, and then we've got some ability to place them. So we're going to attach a Dawn here, and we're going to swing 6 in the life. Obviously looking to see, probably should have swung out with my chopper first, but we're going to see what we can pull off. Bottom deck 2 Kid Killers does not feel great, but that's just the nature of this. Alright, and he's going to use a 0 cost event, which is pretty crazy. I think here I want to go super wide and versus playing a little bit of aggro pressure. So we're going to head and play this to play out the hiking bear. And then let's go ahead and do a searcher. And a searcher to get this. Alright, and then we're going to pass turn. So now we've got a fully developed board here. He's going to have to answer some of the stuff. So we play the Poly here on 5, and then got the blocker, and he's going to swing 6 into the. He's going to swing 6 to face, which is perfectly fine with me, and that's fine. And the next turn, we're going to have some really spicy things that we can do here. We'll be able to get rid of this as well. He's going to swing 6 net, so he's going to drop his blocker, which is perfectly fine with me. So we're sitting on 7 here. 7 and 4 gives us 3. So a couple things we can do here. I can go ahead and swing into this. He only has 5 cards in hand, so really unlikely that he's going to, we're going to apply some pressure here. So we're going to do this to play that, to get that to 6. And then let's just see what he does first. So we're going to go ahead and swing out with the hiking bear. 5 into 5, have him force him to give us a card. Because obviously he turned his blocker sideways now, so we can apply some serious pressure. So he gives us another 2K counter. All right, and we're going to swing 6 again. And at this point, I think he's just going to give us the card. I don't see him countering out. Oh, he did another 0 cost event. All right, so we're going to swing again with 6 here. So we get him down again. And here we have 5 Dawn. There's a lot of things we can do. I do see a play here where we can actually play out the Zoro and then play the Makino to get another swing off. So what I'm going to do is deploy this. I want to swing, yeah, we're going to swing 6 at life. Probably should have went 7, but that's perfectly fine. Then play the Makino, and then rest her, and then go here and here. And then we'll put him down to 1 so he won't be able to ramp again for sure. All right, perfect. So now he's got a lot of work to be done. No Magellan. He is at 10 Don, so we'll see what he ends up doing. I'm for certain he has the he'll Kaido and be able to clear off a decent amount of my board, but once again, that's inconsequential based on the strategy of this deck and how it operates. He's gonna Big Mom. I think this is gonna add a life to his, and then take one from. Oh, he puts it in my life. I'm not sure that necessarily was the smartest play, but for whatever reasons, he chose to take that route. So he's got 2 swings here, so he's gonna leave me with at least 1 unit on board. And that's fine. He passed turn with his blocker, so we're gonna go ahead and play this and KO that. And then we're going ahead and put that under there. And I'm trying to think what the best bet would be here to do. Okay, so we're going to play out the chopper blocker. And then we're going to swing 5 at face. And I mean, I would assume he has very little counter available. This game is pretty much over at this point. And then we're going to swing 6 at face. He's gonna take it, and the next turn he's just gonna be in a world of hurt unless he 9 moms again. But I'm really not worried about that. So he's gonna swing 6 to there. Cool. I'm assuming he's gonna Kaido 5 there. Cool. And he's gonna swing 9 at face. Cool. And we'll see what he does here. So he's gonna Big Mom again, and then now we can just apply maximum pressure. If we top deck if we're able to snatch up a rusher here at some point, would be really nice. So let's do this. I think we could put him to 0 here. So let's go 6, 7, 8. He's gonna take that 100%, and then let's develop a blocker. Let's develop the chopper. No luck there. And then let's see what we can do here. Let's do it. Let's go. Actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's at 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go 7 here, and let's just swing in the face. All right, put him to 0. Let's see if he has another Big Mom. Either way, next turn I'm just gonna go for a game. So he plays a blocker, which is fine. And if he plays any cards out of hand, he pretty much just auto loses the game. He doesn't have enough ability to do enough damage to me to put me out the game here, so he could swing all these into me and I'll be perfectly fine, especially if I was able to pull a Kid Killer off life. He's gonna swing with Poly. We'll take it. Big Mom will take it. 2K, so we're like really good, and we'll take that as well. And then we will draw, so we'll go ahead and use this, and then we will attach all the Don here. And GG's, guys. As you see, super quick, easy game. Just demolishing this Luffy. Not really a contest at all. Once again, we're gonna hop into a couple more games and get right back to it. Let's go. Peace. What's up, YouTube? It is Mega back here again with another video. We're gonna hop in this match with Yamato. Not a bad starting hand, to be completely honest. We got our chopper and we got an event, so let's go ahead and hop into this. They're gonna want to stack Dom and double attack us on their 3 Don turn, so we're gonna definitely look to prepare for that. Obviously, we've got some counter. We're probably end up going to take it anyways, but I think right now, the best bet for us to do right now would be to establish a body on the board, because we're going to look to aggro this Yamato deck down pretty aggressively moving forward. So let's see what ends up happening. Obviously going to stack and swing. I'm going to swing 8 to face, and to be honest, I don't mind seeing 2 cards, because in the next 3 or 4 turns we're going to absolutely go ape on these guys and have a good time here. So they're going to Shirahoshi and order their life out here, which is a bit interesting. They're going to swing 6 to life, so we should be able to counter out of this. But I'm actually going to take the hit, just because I want to be able to see some extra cards in my hand. Maybe we can pick up a rusher of some sort, or a Kid Killer. But we did get the double attack. Obviously, we were able to pick up some really cool stuff. And for me, this is not really at a disadvantage. I want to have some cards in my hands. So right now we're looking at, and they have 5 cards in hand. So we're going to go ahead and this leader ability here. I'm going to swing 5 because they put something on the top of their life. So we're assuming it's some form of trigger. and we're going to see if they're going to take it or they're going to pitch, because I don't want to place my chopper out knowing that they just ordered their life in a certain fashion, just avoid any type of triggers that may KO some of my better units, and it's just kind of playing around. So they actually went here and double countered out of that, and that's perfectly fine. So we're gonna go ahead and play the chopper, play out the hiking bear, and then we're gonna go past turn. And now we have some real nice counter to aggressively protect some of our creatures here. So what we really want to do here, if they do stack Dawn, which I doubt, we want to be able to protect this at all costs, because next turn we're going to place a Dawn on it and be able to get 4 swings out on this opponent and be able to put them down at 2 life and then put them in that threatening position. So they're going to go out and play a blocker, which is perfectly fine. Probably the better situation for us, and then add this card to their life to kind of give them, because they know they're about to get aggroed pretty aggressively here. So we're going to go ahead and they're just going to swing a base 5, which is fine with us. We'll just trash 1 card. And that's like the perfect situation for us, to be completely honest, because we're on 5 done, on the 5 done. So we'll go ahead and place this here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That allows us to play 1 under the hiking bear to put him, and then do this. And then we're going to use this because we want to get it. We want to go straight to face here. We don't want to give them any ability to counter these. So we trash that. Go ahead and swing 6, 5, and then we'll get our chopper ability as well. So they may end up taking this. We'll see what happens. With only 2 cards in hand, they're about to get 3 cards in face. We'll see if they play a trigger off life. And of course, they played the Onami. So we kind of seen that coming. I probably should have swung with the that was a misplay on my part. So double Onami. Okay, interesting. So we're gonna swing. Now let's see what they get here. Nothing. All right, cool. So they were able to they Onami'd me twice, which was cute, real cute. But at the end of the day, to me, it doesn't really matter. They're gonna swing 7 into me. I'm assuming they're gonna swing 7 to me. So I'm gonna counter with the Makino and counter with this, and then they're gonna pass turn. Perfect. So here we can do a couple different things. We don't have any searchers. We do just pull up this searcher right here. We can take the shut up and come event as well. And I probably should have took in hindsight, I probably should have took the other one, but that's perfectly fine. We're gonna play this, and then we're gonna play this, and let's go and swing. Let's swing 6 at face. They have very limited cards in hand, to be completely honest, and they've gone all the way down to 1 life, and unless they have an effective way on 9 Dawn to really clear my board next turn, I'm gonna go super aggro in regards to this. So they're going to Yamato with the Vanish and double attack, and then we'll see what they do here. They won't live the next turn anyways. I think this is just a bad play on their part in general, but whatever works for them. They do feel a bit of a sense of safety with the blocker here, but it's going to take a little bit more than that, especially if I'm maintaining my board advantage here. It's just going to be bad luck for them. And to be honest with you, if they do swing into me, I may even just take the two hits here just to bait them. Oh yeah, it's over. It's pretty much over at this point. So I baited them essentially to take that. So what I'm going to do is let's go here. Let's swing, what's that? 5, 6. So we're gonna swing 6 at life. And we'll play this slow. We're gonna play it slow. So let me make sure I have at least we went 7. So we'll play the hiking bear plus this. And then we're gonna swing 5 at life. And let's see what they do. I'm playing it slow, guys. Like, obviously, I've got 7 Dawn. That means I can play both of these units out. Okay, perfect. And in this particular moment here, let's do this. Let's go ahead and swing another 5 so they pitch a card. Perfect. And let's go ahead and swing another 6. Make them pitch a card. So a 0 drop event, okay. And I think what we do here is we force them to take blocker. Let me make sure this is right, because if we go 5 and 6, so we'll play this and we'll swing 6 at life. and they took it on blocker. So they took our bait. All right, perfect. And then we're just gonna tap this, play the kid killer, and GG's. Once again, super simple, playing it slow, understanding what we need to do, and kind of getting to those points, and just making sure we aggro him. And he said dumb at the end of the game. Just the nature of the beast. I probably should have played another blocker or something else or kept the counter, but definitely shouldn't have played this out. That's just the way it rocks. Dayjuice, thank you for the YouTube content, and we'll hop over to the next mega video. Thanks. All right, mega back here again with another video. We're going up against the purple black king, utilizing the Zoro strategy again, and not a super great hand, so we're going to mulligan. Looks a little bit better, but not exactly great. I will be trying to utilize this early on to get that free in-play active unit. This is a 4-cost leader, so my objective is to rush them as soon as possible down to 2 health and be able to kind of aggro them down, and is to put as much pressure as possible. I do see a lot of people utilizing King quite a bit, and you know, maybe you'll see him in local formats. But yeah. All right, next up, let's go. Let's see what we have here. So really nothing we can do too crazy. We can establish a unit here, and then we'll pass turn. And he's gonna go up play stage, and he's gonna swing 5. I'll be able to use this event here to kind of build some more board going into my next turn off my draw, so that'll be really good. So we're going to play this, and we'll be able to play the chopper for free, which is really cool, and we'll take that to get that extra life. So that also gives a 2k counter. So we have 2 2k counters right now, rushed in double rusher, and we're going into our 4-don turn, which is really good. So we're gonna go ahead and just do this, and then I think the smart play here would be just to go ahead and start to aggro him. So swing 6 and 5, and so swing 6, 5, 5, and 6. And he counted out of that one, so we're gonna swing 5. And he's gonna have to invest some serious dying to do that. And then we're gonna swing a 6 again. So just trying to apply as much pressure as absolute possible. All right, and we'll pass turn. All right, let's see what we got going up next. So, I mean, he's already in that threat zone we were talking about, so I really want to focus on aggroing him down as soon as possible and trying to get him to, because King, he's got some pretty gnarly units, and obviously he wants to get that Big Mom out. I can't allow him to get to 9. I'm pretty sure they run that purple 9-drop Big Mom that allows him to add a life. So I'm going to go for all out. So he's going to play the Sabo blocker, which is fine. But it doesn't really give him that much advantage because, like, yeah, he's going to be able to defend and attack. But I'm going to have, unless he tries to clear one of these, which he hasn't shown any need or want to clear any of these. And I have another rusher as well. So he's going to swing 6 into this. So I'm going to counter out of this because I want to be able to keep that up. And then he's going to have to pass turn. So we know for sure he's going to block 1 on Sabo. So we're going to go ahead and give 1 here. Let's see, we can go 4, 5. So let's swing 6 at life, or 7, sorry. And I mean, I think here in this hand with a hand size at 6, I don't know that he wants to pitch 2 cards. I don't know what his hand looks like, but I don't know that he wants to pitch 2 cards. But I mean, sometimes people feel like they need to do certain things. So I'm going to swing a 6 at life again. And we're trying to get him to tap the Sabo. That's what we're trying to do, right? So obviously he was able to do so. And he may end up trying to, okay, he didn't keep it. So we're going to swing 5 flat to him again, see if he gives us a card. Cool. And then now we're like, oh, we have a counter. Oh, nice. So he was using the Who's, and that's fine. And we'll go ahead and play the Kid and Killer, and we'll guarantee 8 into 5 to get us that last life for sure. And now going into the next turn, he's in some seriously bad trouble. Out barn, he just loads up and swings here. I still have my Komachia still available, as well as this, and I can split Don between the both of those to go for game if in event that he does decide to swing into my board currently. And I do have 5k in total counter. Unfortunately, I don't have a Don standing, but able to defend off some attacks. And more than likely, I'll probably aggressively defend the Kid Killer because this next turn we just win. And I think that's probably the best way. And obviously the writing's on the wall, so I don't think he saw a way forward where he could play the Big Mom and then be able to clear anything with my current hand, or just didn't see enough value for what he currently had in hand. So we were able to take this game pretty quickly. This is the power to rush the Zoo Animal, Rush Zoro. Great deck, I love it. Let's hop into the next games. See you. Alright guys, we're back again against Greg Oden, which is actually notable Ohio State basketball player, was a #1 overall draft pick, if you know sports. But anyways, hopping into a very spicy matchup between Reiju, blue purple Reiju, which is also a rush deck. Kind of looking at my hand here, don't see the chopper here, but I do have double rusher with a 2K. I'm probably going to keep this hand because I'm going on first turn, so I'm going to go ahead, because I usually end up just bottom decking these, so kind of want to have those in hand. With 3 on turn, we have very limited plays unless we come to the chopper. So for me, I'm probably going to want to get a free unit in to play, even though there are some 2Ks there. So I think the appropriate term is to have the ability to stand that Don on 3 and then be able to get that unit, cheat that unit out. So they're going to obviously have a ton of cards in hand, and we want to get them to that magic number. Obviously high rolling already and top decking that Ichiji, which is really, really gross. So here we're going to swing base 5 here. With 5 cards in hand, and I'm sure they're just going to pitch a pudding, so which is perfectly fine with us. And then looks like we're going to whiff on this one, which is fine. And then we're going to pass turn. So they're going into their 4 on turn, they're trash here. And when you're going up a Reiju, you really want to keep an eyeball on what they're able to get and what they're playing and how they're playing the game, because that will kind of give you an idea of what to expect. I'm going to really need to start to put pressure on their hand immediately. So what I'm going to do in this next turn is I'm going to look to play as aggressive as possible and look to swing into their face quite a bit. So they've already got 7 cards, playing out the blocker chopper. We do run 2 copies of the Nico Robins specifically for stuff like this, but we'll see how this ends up going. So what we're going to do first here is we're going to swing with the chopper and swing 6 at life. We're able to put out the blocker chopper, which is cool. They're probably going to pitch a card. Of course, that's just what they do. And then we're going to swing 6 again. And they're going to take that one. And then from this point on, we're already down to 3. I want to say I will probably want to expand my board. And then we'll hold the Don up for next turn. So I think this is the appropriate action necessary to put ourselves in the best position to win. I'll have to block out those people spamming on WhatsApp. All right, so we've got a really nicely established board. The opponent has built a nice hand size, but still, once again, they're gonna have to act really quickly to be able to do something. I'm gonna counter this pretty aggressively because I don't know why that was a complete misplay. That's the second time I've done that. I don't know why I've done that so many times. I was supposed to use my shut up and come. Instead, I used a 2K counter and then lost that 2K counter. So they're gonna swing 5 into that, and that's fine. And then they're gonna swing 7 to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and hopefully be able to reestablish something. Okay. We're not going to be able to play anything on top of that, but that's perfectly fine, and we're going to take that. And we've got a 2K counter, so that's really cool. And next turn, we'll be able to get out a sizable amount of swings. He's going to go ahead and wall up, which is probably what anybody with common sense would do. So I'm going to swing 5 at life. And then, like I said, I'm just going to keep the tempo up, keep the pressure up. I'm going to swing 5 at life. At some point, he's going to have to start taking this on blockers. And I have enough here to just, once again, swing 5 at life. And he's going to probably take this on blocker. No, he still hasn't. So here, what do I want to do? So I know 4 and 3. So I know if I go, if I want to establish this one, I want to get that hand size down. I still have my my final attack. So he's trying to play around that. So I'm going to just do 5 again. Just keep pulling cards from their hand. I don't know if they're playing this necessarily correctly by pitching every card out of their hand, but hey, to each is their own. He's gonna play that. Then I'll play this. play the hiking bear, replace, I guess I'll replace that, and then pass turn. So they're gonna have to do something really, really quickly here to survive these next couple turns. They've pitched a ton of 2Ks away, which is kind of crazy. And so here they're gonna use the Reiju, bring out the Reiju to be able to search to leader ability. They've got 5 Don left. I don't know if this version of Reiju that we're currently playing up against is gonna be running the queens, but they're gonna swing 5 into 3, and I'm gonna let them take that. They swing anything base 5 here. I'm obviously have a 2K counter. I do want to leave some of my units up, and I do have the Kid and Killer available to me, so we'll see what they end up deciding to do on their 5 Don turn. They don't have the big ETGs, which is fine. And then they have 2 other swings as well. If they base 5 swing here, we will counter out of it if they don't do any Don. So they're going to ETG again. Okay. Don minus, cool. And then swing 5 in that, and then they're gonna swing into my face. And we'll take that. So, all right, so we're going into this next one. Play this. I'm gonna go ahead and get a searcher off. I'll take a blocker. And what I will do is here, I'm gonna swing. Actually, I want them to give me cards. So I'm gonna swing 7. And we'll play out the Komachio. And this, more than likely, they're going to take that on blocker. No, they really just don't want to give up. So let's go 7 again. I mean, this deck runs a ton of blockers. And he just refuses to give up. He doesn't want to give up that blocker. I mean, to give up this blocker here. What's the best play here? I'm trying to think what makes the most sense here. Because Kid and Killer just going to get, he's just going to block it anyway. So I'll probably just take the 2K counter and pass turn. So let's see what they do. Let's see. So they have 1, 2, 3 attacks. He did just trash this, so he may end up kind of take this out. So he has 3 attacks. We do have enough. We do have 5K in counter, so we can defend off one of them. He does opt to go for my chopper, which is somewhat relatively of a good sign. We will see what he ends up doing. So he's going to swing straight into all this, and now he's going to be forced to swing into my board. So we'll see what he's going to do. He's probably going to end up playing the Niji out to be able to pop this, and he's only going to get 3 swings in regardless, unless he has another Ichiji that I was unaware of. So let's see what he does. I think I can go for game here because I'm holding the Kid and Killer to position myself well. Here I'm going to defend this because I don't want to go down in life if I don't necessarily need to, because I'm playing for endgame and I still have all my attackers. So you swing base 5 on this one, we'll trash the blocker. And he may end up playing double blocker, who knows. He may even have another one because I've already got rid of one of them. So he may end up just playing another one. So he's going to go immediately into the, let's see what he ends up doing. I'm interested to see what he does here. So he's going to get rid of my blocker, which is perfectly fine because, like, even if he gets rid of it, I still have the ability to don this one. And then he has 3 Don left. So let's see what he does. He's going to swing into my face, which is perfectly fine. We'll take that. Got a 2K off of that. So now we're back at 5K. And then he's going to tap to play the Sanji blocker. And let's see what we get here. So 1, 2 blockers and no life. So we have to play this out very, very smart. So we're going to have to do this. All right. So let's see how we do this. How do we get past double blocker? So 1, as long as I have 4 left, I'm good. So I need to invest enough Don to force him to take it on his blockers, and then be able to maybe he'll take it on there. So let's go. So that puts me at, what's that, 5? Let me do the math. 1, 2, 3. So we go 2 here and 2 there. he'll be able to counter out, but maybe he'll take it. Let's see. That leaves me with 6, so I have 2 down to play with. So let's see what he does. Maybe he free block baits. So he took the bait. So he's got 2Ks for sure, I think, right? We'll assume he has 2Ks. He definitely gave me quite a bit. If we swing base 5 and he doesn't pitch, because like, what's this? 5, 4. So that puts him at 5. And I'm trying to think how do we get there. So let's see what he does. So he has a 2K counter. I don't know if I played a blocker. 1, 2, and the Nichi, and I have a ton of counter in hand. So are we able to survive? Because if I swing here to Kid Killer versus playing a blocker, I think I have to play this just to survive next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's see if he opts to clear my units or he swings straight at me. But let's see. I'm not 100% sure what he's gonna do. He's got 7/7, and we may be able. There may be a world that we're able to survive this particular situation, and maybe there's not. He does have the big blocker, so he's gonna be able to see. He's got 5 Don left, and then he's got another Ichiji. They didn't pick. He did whiff on that search, so he's gonna play the Reiju. He's looking. He's searching hard for it. Hopefully, it's at the bottom of his deck. He's gonna swing 6 in there, okay. And then 5 here, okay. So the first swing I'm gonna have to counter out pretty aggressively because I can't afford to let him push me because he's gonna swing 7, okay. We'll take that one and we get a 1K, which is really good. And he passes turn. Okay, so interesting. So he's gonna pass turn. He's got 3 cards in hand. So let's see. Let's do this out. So if I math this correctly, so 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 forces him to take it on blocker, and then hold on, let me do this math real quick. So 5, if he free blocks, but he does have counter in hand, so that's 7. I just need 4, so I can do 1, 2, 3, and then force him to give me the blocker or to give me the life. So he takes it there, so we'll go here, and maybe he does have the 2Ks. If he has them, then we just lose, okay? And then we play the Kid Killer, and we swing 8 to face, and maybe he does have it. No, he doesn't, so we ended up getting it. That was really close, really good game, honestly. Went down to the wire, just changing it up, playing really smart about the strategies and being able to come to the right moves to be able to win the game was just a necessary strategy for us to win this. So really cool. Excited to continue on this game, to win with this deck and show you the strategy and how we develop the board and how we go for games. So thank you. Let's hop into the next one. Peace. Alright guys, we're back again, Mega here, up against the Lucci Dreaded Black matchup. So hopefully I can show us how we can get to victory utilizing the red Zoro rush strategy. Here we have 1 rush unit searcher and actually 2 searchers. So I'm going to keep this hand very risky to mulligan right now. Obviously we know they have a ton of removal, but once again, same strategy time and time again. We want to really apply as much pressure to them, but we're going to take the Nico Robins in general because we just know that they're going to be able to use their Rebecca's, and we're going to play this game a bit different than we would normally play. So go ahead and get the Dr. Keurig out. Looks like we do have a tempo builder here and a blocker. Blockers are kind of inconsequential here, so I'm probably going to take this to be able to get us an aggro, to get us a unit out active, because we're going to deal with heavy removal at this point. And once again, the Nico Robins is really for that one. He's just going to don up and attack, which is perfectly fine to start filling his trash up. And he's running Who's Who. I guess this is like a new, I don't know, trigger. All right, and then we'll go to next turn. So here he's decided to not play any units, and for whatever reasons, but that's just the route he chose. So here we're going to be able to get 2 swings off for sure. And to be honest, because I know his removal is coming and we want to play after the removal, maybe we go ahead and let's see what we could do here actually. Because we're on 3 done and establishing this, he's gonna focus it. So maybe we just focus here and play a little game of chicken with him. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave up a Don, and then I'm gonna play this because we know he's gonna remove. So instead of I have a huge hand size, right? I just want to attack him, get his life down, but play around the fact that we know he's going to look to remove us. We know the 3 cross book is coming. We know that the Rob Lucci is there for hard removal, and we do not want to at expense lose some of our tempo and some of our characters. So I want to see if he'll bait and just take the bait on these and utilize some resources here. So he's going to play the Rebecca out first, which is very, very interesting, to be completely honest. Actually, I have no idea why he decided to play the Rebecca. So he's going to play the Rebecca out, so that makes sense. So he's going to be able to pop that, pop one of my units here, which we had expected already because of the style of play that they play. But we also have the Nico Robins, which makes it that much easier. But I'm not going to utilize that yet. We're going to wait till he swings into us and play this, and then be able to. He's going to obviously use the effect here to pop one of these, which is perfectly fine. And then he's going to swing out, I would say 6, maybe 6. I don't see why he would be holding up a Don. He'll swing out 6 with the Rob Lucci. So we're just waiting for him to go ahead and do his turn. Right, so he's going to swing 6, and then he's going to bottom. So he obviously trashed one of his geckos, which is fine. And then we'll get to play out the Tony Chopper, which is really good. And we'll just take that hit, which is fine. We want as many cards as possible in our hands. And he was not able to take, we wanted to kind of hold this back anyway. So we're going to add a Don, leaves us with 5. And there's a lot of really cool plays that we can do here. I really don't want to use it now because of the trash recursion that they have. So first things first, this is 4,000. We're at 5. Let's do this. Let's just swing. He's going to protect it anyways. So let's swing. Let's utilize this to swing 5 into 4. Because we want the Brook off the field anyways. We just can't let it be there. And if he decides to pitch a card to protect it, that makes perfect sense for him. I'm still going to swing 6 into it anyways. So it doesn't matter regardless. I'm still going to swing 6 into it. And then we'll play this to play the Hiking Bear. And I think he'll probably just give it to us. And maybe it wasn't the most optimal play, but if he does end up taking on a blocker, I can just... So he did take it on blocker, which is perfectly fine with me. And then what we can do is... let's widen the board a bit. So play another Hiking Bear and get rid of this. And then let's go ahead and swing into the Brook. So now he's going to have a lot of choice, a lot of decision making going into this next turn. I mean, if he decides to pitch cards to protect this, that would be pretty damn crazy if he's going to give up 2 cards out of hand to be able to do this, because the next turn he's going to get punished really hard. So he does decide to peel his whole hand down. So we'll see what ends up happening this next turn. So he's obviously going to look to dime minus one of these, but once again, we've established quite a bit of board, and I'm going to make maximum pressure on that. I probably should have swung 7 there, but I felt the need to, so he's going to dime minus 2 here, and swing, and he's going to try to pop two monsters, which is essentially what I would do anyways. And then he's going to be able to swing a base 5 into probably the Hiking Bear, leaving me with 2 units on board is essentially what I expect to happen. That's what I expect to happen, but he's going to get mega punished for peeling those cards out of hand, which is going to put him really far behind. And like I said before, I've got some pretty hard removal. He's going to then swing into one of these, probably here, which I'll let him take it, and then minus that, and then he'll swing in the Brook to remove this, and then I'm not sure if he'll double brook. I doubt that he'll double brook, but he may end up doing that as well. But we'll see what ends up happening here while he's kind of thinking about what he's going to do. But I think he definitely misplayed there. I don't think that it made sense to. I mean, you do get a ton of value off Brooks because you're able to pop some things, but I'm not necessarily sure or 100% sure that that was the right play for him to do so. But nonetheless, this is the route that he chose to do. So we'll see where he ends up swinging at. So he's going to swing 6 into this. And let's see. I don't have any 2Ks. Do I want to pick? No, so I'll just let him have it because he was going to get it anyways, right? And he's going to swing 5 or 6 here. And then I'll still have 2, and he has no cards in hand. So I'm going to punish him pretty bad this next turn. Let's see what he's going to swing 6 into. Oh, he swings 6 into life. Interesting enough. I actually find that really interesting, to be honest with me. So I'm not really sure. So he's going to leave me with 3 units standing, which is really weird. So we got another Nico Robins here. He's playing this really poorly, to be honest with you guys, but that's the nature of this situation here. So how do we play this? So I could put him down. I could put him down to 1, right? Let's see. Let's just do here. Let's see if he decides to. Let's see if he decides to block it. No, he doesn't. He lets it go. So we have 7 available to us. 7. So let's swing. We guarantee ourselves a hit at 7, but I don't. So I'm gonna swing 5. I'm gonna put a Don here and then swing 5 here. So we'll do this. Swing 5 here. And we're just trying to cheat cards out of hand, try to figure out, poke for information, see what he's willing to do, because he aggressively countered out before. Okay, so we've got 6 Don left. We know we've got the Kid and Killer. And then we've got, so there's a couple different ways. We've got 6 left. We could go 3 and 3 and double up on those and force him to really try to figure out what he wants to do the next turn. What's the smartest play here? I think this is the smartest play here, actually. I'm gonna go 7 and see if he gives me cards, or if he gives me a card or gives me a life. He gives me 2 cards, obviously. So he does take that. And then I can go, let's see. Let's deploy the Kid and Killer and this swing 8 at life. And then I'll establish just 1 little body, just so we have, depending on how much damage he's able to do, because he's on 9 Don right now, so like he's gonna be able to play the Rebecca to bring the Brooks out, and that's perfectly fine for me because look what I have here, guys. I've got the Nico Robins. I know this play was coming, and now he just loses next turn, and I have a decent amount of counter too if I need so. So he's gonna play the Span Down. He's going to be searching, see what he takes. Spam Down, he whiffs on the Spam Down, so it feels bad. And guys, a lot of people don't think, and obviously we were able to high roll and see quite a bit of stuff, but a lot of people don't think that you can win the Lucci matchup when it is very, very possible to do so. So he's going to have to pick. So obviously he's going to pick the... he's going to put the Brook into, the Brook into play, obviously. And he's going to pop, what could he actually pop? Oh, he'll probably get rid of that. Which is just bait, guys. It's literally just bait. Because he has nothing else to do. And if he doesn't don everything up here to go after this, then I have no idea what he's going to be doing here next turn, to be honest with you. Because it's smart if he doesn't have Lucci here, it would be to go after this and then swing into it and then don minus it and then pop and play 4. But maybe he just doesn't have it. Either way, next turn he just straight out loses regardless. So he did he's just going to don everything up on this for sure. That's the only thing that can really make sense for me in this particular, because he's pretty much just going to lose at this point. And he's got a blocker. He's thinking, oh, I've got a, which this doesn't even really make sense to me what this guy's doing, to be honest with you. But either way, we'll take that. And then he has 2 Don left. So let's see what he does. Because I think he's thinking I've got a good amount of counter. So he's going to swing. What is he swinging here? I mean, I'm assuming he's just going to swing here 6 into 5, which I'll counter out of. No, he's going to go for the smaller unit. Okay. So he's thinking, all right, he only has 2 attacks and I have a blocker. And I double draw kid and killer. So GG. So first things first, I'm going to use this to pop that. So now he has no protection. And then I'm going to play the kid and killer. And first thing I'm going to do, let me do the math here. We got 4 cards in hand. 5, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll go 7, 7, 8. So we'll go, let me do this in case he hits a trigger. 7, 7, 8, 8 should get there. 7, 7, 8, 8 should get there. We'll see if he hits a trigger. It's making me trash a card from hand, sure. And then we're gonna go. I probably should have trashed the non-counter, but I'm pretty sure this game is over with. I'm sure he either has another. I mean, the fact that he didn't gecko on that turn is a bit odd to me, but he's pretty much GG at this point. Maybe he just didn't see gecko at all. He did trash 2 of them. All right, yeah, he had double jack, and once again, power of this deck, guys, able to go up against the black, go up against Lucci, which is one of the top decks in the format, and was able to dominate him in this matchup and be able to play this at a really good rate. And I think he really misplayed countering out heavy against that Brook, because you can just bring it back from the trash. I didn't see the reason to counter out that much resource when you really do need that against a super aggro deck. So that was it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll hop back over real quick to the deck builder so you guys can see the sorry, that's my Black Yellow Luffy deck. Let's load this one. So this is the current list I'm going off. Once again, if you're curious to see it again, I think this is a really good deck. I think it's got a ton of potential, ton of power. Just recently top 4 in an online regional. Excited to see the power of this. And I started playing One Piece a couple months ago, and red was one of the decks that I think I was playing. Edward Newgate was one of my favorite decks starting out. I ended up going to blue and then playing green, and then trying different styles, but this just feels right. It feels fun. It feels hyper aggro, a style that I like to play. And a word of advice: if you're playing this game, find a deck that you like, that brings you joy, that's satisfying when you get victories. And I feel like this is one of them. And I want to continue to play this. And now that it's seeing some success in the competitive scene, I think that you're gonna see a lot more of this on Rank Ladder and in Sims and at your locals playing this game. So thank you guys for coming. Mega is the channel. Mega TCG is the game, and let's keep getting mega wins and just keep rocking this thing. So until next time, peace.